Welcome back to Forza Horizon 5. A brand new update is officially here. This is the High Performance Dailies update, and today we can unlock the brand new Ford Focus. It has some cool customization. It's a very cool car. Before we get into that thing, we need to check out the Forzathon shop. This is day 374 of asking the developers to actually give us something so I can spend some of my Forzathon points. Let's go unlock the Ford Focus. I'm very excited to check out the new customization. 23 minutes later, the Ford Focus is officially ours. It's got nearly 300 horsepower, nearly 300 foot-pounds of torque. It is a fun, hot hatchback, front-wheel drive, and I love it. I'm ready for the Tesco's car park. Oh, you know what? I guess we should take it to some of the new race routes in the game. This wouldn't be an AR12 video without any fun facts about the incredible, the lovely, the brilliant little Ford Focus ST. Hot hatches are the best cars on the planet, and this was one of the best. I don't know about you guys. Hot hatches have all become all-wheel drive for their top trim version. I think it's really only this thing and the Hyundais? Oh, and the Civic Type R. The Civic Type R as well. I don't know about you guys, but I think it's an integral part of the hot hatch experience. Massive power steering. What's it called? Like, when the front wheels are overloaded. And if you can pop your back tire up into the air while taking a corner extremely quickly. Torque steer. Thank you. Thank you. Much appreciated. As much as I and you and I love this car, a lot of the public don't. Back in the late 2010s, Ford stopped selling this thing in America after the sales absolutely fell off a cliff, and you can only buy this car for one more year in Europe, which is massively disappointing. It is an incredible little car, and I cannot believe it is going away. We never actually got this generation of Ford Focus in North America. Not the previous generation, but the generation before that. I liked it so much, I was actually considering it for my first car. I didn't end up buying it. I ended up buying my Golf R32. Please pay no attention to that thing being all-wheel drive in my previous speech. All this to say, I love the Ford Focus ST, and it is an absolute L that we'll be saying goodbye to this thing next year. Maybe one person in human history has purchased a Ford Focus ST and then not done upgrades to it. Every single one of these needs upgrade. Engine swaps. We've got our little 4-cylinder. We can swap in a bigger, technically a smaller 4-cylinder, but bigger horsepower. I'm just saying, it would have been kind of nice to maybe get like an EcoBoost V6 in this. We can also make it rear-wheel drive and all-wheel drive. So I guess in theory, we could make like a budget Ford Focus RS. That could be quite fun too. Okay. The coolest thing about this car is it has Maxton design body parts. Do you remember my Subaru that I had a couple of years ago? I had Maxton design bodywork on that thing. Look at what it does to the front though. It actually removes the emblems from the front, puts the Ford badge up on the top, and it kind of blocks all the airflow. I mean, it gives it some cool canards. Sure, we'll go for that. Rear wing, we can get this cool, like, extra aggressive rear wing. Then we can do the rear bumper, which is actually the rear diffuser. That looks awesome. Maxton design makes properly cool stuff. That's like exactly the same thing that I had on my Subaru. We can even do the cool hood. As per usual, we'll do a whole bunch of different builds with our little Focus ST here. I know it's not a TCR car, but what if I turn this thing into a TCR car? AKA the world's fastest front wheel drive cars. We don't need to change our tire thickness in the rear. I actually don't know if they do that for TCR, but I'm gonna leave it like that. We do have some engine spacers, and they do look lovely. All right, then we can upgrade the drivetrain, upgrade that basically to the max. I'm not gonna aim for a specific class limit for this thing. I'm just gonna toss on a bunch of the race car parts. Anti-roll bars front and rear. That's what should get the wheel up into the air. Then let's do maximum weight reduction. 2,500 pounds now. I guess we will make it TCR spec. Let's give it a roll cage. Chat, how much horsepower do TCR cars usually have? TCR cars usually have between 350 and 450. I mean, right now we're 405, so honestly, I'll leave it there. I guess if anything, we might have a little bit too much power. We're middle of S1 class with this thing. We've got to give it a snazzy paint job. The black looks awesome. The white looks really nice. The gray looks really nice. I usually don't like gray cars. That looks awesome. The green looks simply lovely. That reminds me of the old Ford Focus RS from back in the day. And the red's just really cool. You know what, though? I really like this. Just to make sure everybody knows our car is faster than their car, give it yellow brakes. Very good. We've got all of the hot hatches out for this race. Since I am trying to be a TCR car, I probably should have gone for the big rear wing and the big front splitter, because as we stand right now, although the maxed-in design parts are quite cool, they don't actually provide that much downforce. I don't know if you guys saw when we were putting the parts on, but they are non-adjustable. Okay. Ford Focus is trying to sabotage me. We're very limited in terms of our downforce that this car can actually produce, so we've just got to send it and kind of hope for the best. That would have definitely made it a lot quicker and probably a lot nicer to drive, but the consequences of my actions are having severe effect. Oh, the back wheel is definitely trying to get up into the air. That's so cool. We did kind of make a wannabe homemade TCR car, though. Cat says I should make a front wheel drive drift car. Oh no. Uh-oh. Okay, guys, you miss one quarter and suddenly the AI decides to try to murder you. Ford, although not on top, not terrible. As it turns out, I think I've just discovered why car manufacturers started making their hot hatches all-wheel drive. I think we should make a homemade Ford Focus RS now and maybe take it rally racing instead. If I'm gonna turn this thing into a little off-road car, actually, you know what? I could swap the engine. Go for a proper rally build, yes. You know what? I probably will want the big rear wing for this and the front splitter. Then I need the chunky off-road race tires. Those are lovely. I do apologize, boys. The car looks disgusting with this rear wing on it, but it is necessary. Other than that, we will crank this little 1.6 liter engine all the way to the max. Top of S1 class rally build. What if we go Stormtrooper spec for a little bit of rally racing? A little bit of rally Why am I racing against a Ferrari? And Barbie. The Ford Focus RS ST. It's starting to sound like something people catch on holiday, if I'm honest. We've got our little 1.6 liter engine now. We've got anti-lag. And more importantly, we can absolutely slide it through the corners. Yo. Hello? Hello? What? I think I might have figured out what we should all be doing with our Ford Focuses, STRSs. It's not fast. What you've got to remember is this is S1 class, right? If you take this thing online, you're going to be racing against the CLR GTR. And if you do that, you're going to get your doors absolutely blown off. However, in terms of a fun rally car, I think this is it. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little bit unimpressed with my homemade TCR build, and I guess that brought down my expectations of an off-road build, but those expectations have once again gone through the roof. It's so not fast, but it's so much fun. Also, the Barbie car came last there. I think we do need to stay with the all-wheel drive. What if I just do all-wheel drive with aero and slick tires? Throw away the TCR idea because it straight up didn't work. We're S2 class again. Could we get even more horsepower out of the stock? Probably. The stock engine can only build 625 horsepower, 668 and 682 for the torque. I'm gonna keep the 1.6 in. Apparently, the game doesn't have the same feelings as I do for the Ford Focus ST. I'm not changing the difficulty. You're gonna need to eat your words because I'm about to win this race so incredibly badly. Did you get out of the way? Just a Golf trying to ruin the race of a Ford Focus owner. Don't worry about it. Oh my God, the pops and bangs with this engine are insane. So keep in mind, this is another one of those brand new race routes. I have no idea where we're going. I haven't driven this race route before. So I'm kind of just trying to figure it out as we go. Oh my God, the pops and bangs are incredible. Reel him in, get this focus. Don't block me, focus. You're supposed to be my friend. There we go, there we go, there we go. Got him, got him, got him. Okay, I've got 30% to get past the Honda up there. Come on. I know the 1.6 liter engine might not be a great performance engine, but boy, does it make me happy when it goes pop, 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 bang. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. And the Ford Focus ST is the winner. Rubbing is racing. Bro thinks he's Austin Dillon. Okay. Our final build with the Ford Focus. Do we actually do a front wheel drive drift build? We're gonna keep the stock engine in. I guess now we can get all of our maxed in parts on. And then I'm gonna hope and pray that we can make it down the side of the volcano in one piece. I've only ever built one great front wheel drive drag car in this game, and it was for a challenge, and I have no idea what I did to it. I've gone for a 4-speed gearbox on this thing, drag tires, and now I'm gonna go and take it all the way down the side of the volcano. It is slightly undrivable, I will be honest. It's less of a rip the handbrake and go drifting. It's more of a rip the handbrake and hope and pray the thing is pointing in the right direction a couple of seconds later. Look at it. Now we're getting it. It took me a second or two to adjust to the Ford Focus. But now that I've got it, it's not fast, but it's going. This looks like the average Focus in a Tesco parking lot. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. No, no, no. Don't fail. Don't fail. Don't fail. Thank you. This is the least smooth thing ever. Why did you want to see me drive front wheel drive? Chat, I think you suggested this because you wanted to see me drive poorly so you can feel better about your own shocking driving ability. Tell me I'm wrong. I mean, I'm kind of getting it. Like, it's not a clean run at all, but I'm actually getting some pretty decent points. This is what I'm saying. It's not bad. 800,000 points already. That's what I'm talking about. This might be a 900K run. Yo, 900K would be pretty spicy. Let's go. 900,000 points on the least clean run in human history. I think that is a fat W. 930K. And it can also do 360s because it's a little front wheel drive car and you can just rip the handbrake and it slides. I was kind of hoping for a little bit more from the Ford Focus. I kind of wish it had an extra engine swap or two to make it that little bit more powerful. I think that would have been quite fun, but overall, great little hot hatchback. Fun car. It's not fast, but it does what a hot hatchback should. It puts a smile on your face and it looks faster than it is.